it's the first edition of Fashion Fridays, and next to my right, I think it's my right. Yeah, my right. I've got my homie Ted from Learn Vices. How you doing, sir?
Good, man.
Good. Now,
Thanks for having me.
no, of course. You have a line, Learn Vices.
Yeah,
it's actually on your hat.
Yes, that's the line. Learn Vices.
now, how long have you been doing fashion? When did you start your clothing line? I should say.
I started Learn Vices. Officially started. I guess released the first shirts the fall of 2012. So about almost 3 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what made you want to start this clothing line?
I came up with it like back in 2010 for the name. And I guess I just wanted to make shirts that, like, I wanted to wear, that weren't made before. So, like, I don't know, just, like, stuff that...
You wanted to wear something that was more unique than what everybody else had, or what?
Yeah, basically, like, I wanted to... Well, not really. I mean, like, more so, like when I wanted to start a brand, I was just thinking, like, oh, I wanted, like... No, I mean, there was, like, I guess, like, some people had done Vegas shirts from, like brands like out of town and stuff, but
right.
I mean, like, I wanted to do like my own shirts and do like real, not real Vegas shirts, but I mean like Vegas shirts that like were inspired by stuff like growing up in Vegas and
represent
stuff,
Vegas.
Yeah,
represent the actual Vegas culture.
Yeah, like stuff that like people remember from like back in the day, or people that live here that would recognize like immediately, hopefully.
Okay. Well, first of all, Learn Vices LV Las
Right.
Vegas. So that fits. I like your shirt that you have on right now. It's also Learn Vices.
Thank you.
The LV with the weed leaf.
Thank you.
As you know, that's one of my favorites.
Right.
Now, where did the name Learn Vices come from? Not everybody knows this. It's a very unique way.
Okay, so when I decided I wanted to start a clothing company, actually it was the second clothing company that I started. Originally I started a clothing company, like, I want to say, I was like 10 years before I started Learn Vices.
Wow.
And like, yeah.
What was it called?
It was called Corporate Clothing Company.
Okay.
And
CCC, it's a lot of C's.
Yeah, it was CCC. And it was just really like, just kind of like, it was a joke on like, just like everyone at the time, like my age, like was like getting jobs with like corporations and stuff, or like going to work for corporations. And it was just kind of like about like people going corporate. So like,
dope.
That's kind of like where it came from. But yeah, like that was back like when I was in college, and then I just kind of, I had a few like partners, stuff didn't work out. So like, but in the back of my mind, like I always wanted to start another clothing company, and just so happens it turned out to be Learn Vices. But originally, like I was like, oh, I wanted to start a clothing company, it was like I wanted something like, I guess like kind of put my name on it, because it's just like most like brands that are like serious brands, like
right.
They have like
they're inspired by some name.
Well, even I mean like designer brands, like like Ralph Lauren.
They
or
come
like
from somebody's name.
Or Calvin Klein. I mean, Ralph Lauren's like real name isn't even Ralph Lauren, which is funny. That,
right.
Like so like, but now I mean like he changed it. But I mean originally that's not his name. But anyway, yeah. So like Learn Vices, it came from my last name. So back, kind of turning it a little back around.
Right.
So like I wanted to like start a clothing company, and at first I had some other names in mind, and eventually I settled on Learn Vices because I thought that would be the best, because it represented myself, and then also like where I grew up and like who I am, where I'm from, which is Las Vegas. So like that's why the initials are LV.
Okay, there we go.
So, yeah.
So pretty okay. So I still don't know if we got to it, but Learned is your last name, except that's not how you pronounce it.
Right. Like I mean it is, because it's easier. Like people say like, oh, what's your last name? It's Learned. Like then
right.
It's easier to spell. If someone says Learned, like I don't know. It's funny. Like when I was growing up, people always like thought my name was like Leonard, and I'm just like, dude, like it was like teachers and stuff, and I'm like, hold on.
If you actually look at the word,
yeah,
it doesn't look anything
it's
like
not even
Leonard.
close to Leonard. No.
They looked at it fast or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. And they just saying like,
kid?
your kid's name, you're not Learned, your name's Leonard. And I was like, dude, what the hell? So like, some kids did call me Teddy Leonard for a while.
It just
when
stuck?
I was a little kid. Yeah, well, no, I mean just random kids that didn't. I was like, dude, that's not my name. Like they were going to, it was like, hey, you're Teddy Leonard. I'm like, no, Learned. Teddy Learned. It's Learned. So it felt like Learned.
Do you catch yourself ever calling yourself like Teddy Learned?
Yeah, I mean, like, I will. I mean, a lot of times just to make it easier when people, like, are just spelling it,
Right.
Like, it's just easier to say, like, what's your name, Teddy Learned,
Versus having, that makes sense.
Explain it. And then it's easier because, like, I used to say, like, I learned to read, but then I felt that was, like, condescending or something, but I didn't even think about it,
That's
I just thought,
funny.
like, it was, like, just, like, I learned to read, like, it's just... that was like one of the first things you do as a kid, you know, when you're in school. So I just thought it was kind of like I learned to read.
That's dope.
Now I say like I learned to ride a bike because otherwise like. I feel like I'm not like insulting someone's intelligence. Like
That makes sense.
I don't know how to spell your name.
I learned to
You know,
read.
like, sorry, my bad.
That's pretty funny.
You know, so whatever.
As far as the method, as far as getting the clothing company off the ground, you know what I like about you is that you're a one-man army. Everybody has help. I get it. Like you've had help, I'm sure, in different areas, but essentially, from what I see from the outsider looking in, you're a one-man army. You don't have necessarily a team. I mean, I know you have your wife.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Besides my wife, I mean, it's just been like friends that have been like really supportive and stuff. But I mean, as far as directly day-to-day operations of the company, yeah, it's just me.
Right, and that's what's dope. And you've made so much, and I've only known you for a few months.
Right.
But in the few months that I've known you, I've seen a lot of progress. And you are already at a certain point, but I've seen progress in the last few months. Just seeing different things that you do, different endeavors,
Right.
being in different shops, and
Right.
that's like so. Salute to you on being
Thanks,
a one-man
man.
army and actually
Thanks.
making that happen.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Now it's dope to see somebody actually on their hustle and
Yeah.
focused about a certain passion in the craft. And I see that, like in you now, you're at different. I think you would call them pop-up shops, or
Well, yeah, I have like one. I mean, like we do like events like every once in a while, but I mean, normally, yeah, like well, right now we're doing an event at the Vanguard like every week, every Wednesday night.
Okay.
And sometimes we'll set up there, like not every week, but like we'll set up like a table, and then we have like a pop-up shop at Blend Vegas, which is a DJ school
Dope.
over off of 215 and Trop, like across the street from that Super Walmart. And they have like a lot of our products there, t-shirts and hats that are available.
right.
So
You know what I like when they do events and you're actually out there with the table, because you have like a freaking assortment, an array, a variety, all those type of words.
Right.
Of different color hats and different designs, and when you have the table out there and you have the hats up, it's just like a beautiful life. It's just like, okay, this is dope, and you have so many different colors. What inspires like the different color combos? Do you just like, I want to try this, I want to try that?
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of times actually,
Think
like
about sports teams or
pretty much. I mean, like a lot of the original inspirations were different sports teams. You know, like I mean, I guess like I wish I had more like other like colorways. I mean, in the future, I definitely want to do like a red hat, which I don't have yet.
and that's crazy that you say you want to do other colorways because you have a lot of freaking
I
colorways.
know there's like so many. I mean, if you think about it, there's just so many different combinations.
True.
It's infinite, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I've barely scratched the surface. Hopefully.
I mean, that's actually dope to hear from somebody that sees what you are doing, and for you to say, I've barely scratched the surface. That means the sky's the limit. If the sky is even a limit.
I have like so many ideas that I haven't even touched on, and definitely want to do in the future. So I mean, like,
Dope.
yeah, there's definitely like this is gonna be a long-term thing for sure.
There you go. I think that's how it goes. A lot of I feel like up and coming businesses or something I hear, you're not gonna make money for the first 2 to 5 years or profit or whatever. Like, and it's a grind. It really is. But like people see that grind, and once you get to that pinnacle, like, oh, I've really reached like a solid point. It's gotta feel like, even from where you started to where you're at now, it's gonna feel like I've done a lot right now.
Oh yeah, I feel like I mean definitely like. I feel like happy about what I've been able to accomplish, you know, so far. But I definitely know like it's definitely not all downhill from here. I mean, still, I mean, it's always uphill.
Everything's uphill.
Yeah, like every year it's uphill. So like, you know, I'm just hoping for, you know, just right now. It's been a lot of good things going, and I hope like that'll continue. I mean, we'll see what happens, you know.
No, you're a very positive person, so I don't see why not. Now you also, on top of like the Blend, the shop that you have there, like your setup there at the Blend Studios. Right. You're also, I believe, you're in a new. You have gear in a new place, correct?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. The store Kitson at the Link, which is a LA-based store, but they're
make sure you go there.
Yeah, their new store at the Link is I believe their biggest store, and it's definitely my favorite store. So
dope. There you go.
I mean, yeah, I mean, just a couple of days ago they started carrying a couple hats and a shirt. So
dope.
Definitely looking forward to them carrying more stuff in the future, and they're really cool there, and they're awesome people. It's crazy.
Dope. That's good to hear. Now, what inspires like your designs? As far as like, do you draw them out? Do you have somebody draw them out?
Yeah, it's like it just depends. I mean, like it's something like super like intricate. Like I'm by far not like any Michelangelo or anything, so I'm not painting or like I'm pretty good at drawing, but I mean like I drew this like I mean it was just on my iPad or whatever. So I mean like
serious?
yeah.
I think I remember you telling me that too,
Yeah.
and I had the same face. I didn't
Yeah.
even okay, wow.
Yeah, so like I mean like I'm alright, but I mean like I'm definitely not like that. I'm not
I couldn't do that with an Etch a Sketch. Let me tell you, I
Really?
couldn't do that with anything.
That's cool. Well, I mean, it took a long time, but I mean, like, honestly, like, I think, like, anything, you practice at. I mean, I used to draw a lot when I was a little kid and stuff, so, I mean,
Okay.
I think, like, probably that's where the background comes from. But,
Kind
I
of
mean, like,
helps.
I'm definitely, I mean, my homie, like, who's designed, like, co-designed, I guess, a couple of our shirts. Like, I gave him, like, some ideas, and, like, basically, he drew them himself or whatever, but, like,
Dope.
he's a tattoo artist out of LA.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, I mean, like he's like an animator. Like he was working on like a cartoon for a while. Like he's legit, like serious.
He's nice.
Yeah, like he's
Okay.
serious, like
Dope.
in like art, and so like I'm definitely not that level. So like I definitely let the pros like handle that
Do
kind
their
of
thing.
stuff. Yeah, I mean I'll dabble in my what I can, but I mean like definitely like. If I have a design like in my head that I can't do or it's not possible, I'll definitely like hand that off to somebody who can.
There you go. Exactly. Be efficient and make the most of your resources.
Right.
I see a lot of your and I've told you this before, but I see a lot of your stuff like out in the public. I don't know where else I'd want to see it.
Right.
In the private,
but
but
somebody's house.
But yeah,
Just in a
like
closet.
right.
Just hiding.
Right, but no, I'll go to like the gym, and I saw like I think I told you this before. I saw somebody. I saw the same person a couple times, but with the Learn Vices hat on, and I'm not going in the gym. I'm like, but
Right.
but I see it, so I'm like that's dope. And then the most recently, I was at Commonwealth down like in the Fremont Street Experience area, and
Commonwealth's a dope place.
that was my first time there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, really?
What you just said is exactly how I would describe it.
It's seriously like if you've never been to Commonwealth, you should go.
That's the spot to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know people don't really. If you've never been to downtown in a while, like, you'll be surprised. That's for sure.
Yeah,
like,
I enjoyed my time.
It's got a crazy vibe. It's like it's not anything you would expect.
Not at all.
Like you feel like you're in a different city almost. Except for like you're seeing like you look across the street and you see the El Cortez and stuff. But I mean, other than that, like it's just crazy.
You wouldn't think you're in Vegas.
No, it's like a rooftop party like on the East Coast or something.
Great explanation. I had one too many Moscow mules, by the way. My first time I ever had a Moscow mule.
Oh, those are really good.
It tasted so good, so I'm like, let me just keep turning up. So I had a few of them, and then the next day I'm like, crap, why didn't I take any of it before I go to bed? But full circle, I saw a guy with the Learn Vices hat on, and it actually had the I don't want to pronounce it wrong. The fuck you burger.
Oh no,
no, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's Fuku.
Fuku. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I'm going out on air.
Yeah, Fuku Burger is a local spot. It originally started as a food truck, but they have a permanent location and a bar at the Hawaiian Marketplace across from City Center right on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Okay, got you. Now, I wasn't sure. I don't know if the guy that I saw, because I actually talked to him. Sometimes you get alcohol and you get more social.
Right.
So I'm like, so I was happy. I saw Learn Vices. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to talk to this guy.
Right.
So I talked to him. I'm like, Learn Vices, and he's like, yeah. I don't know if he was like the owner, if he worked at Fuku Burger or whatever, but he immediately pointed to the logo, so I just assumed.
Oh right. I don't know. Was it a younger guy or an older guy?
He wasn't like stupid old or anything. He wasn't like 40, 50. Not that 40 or 50 is stupid old or anything. My bad. No, he's probably more like a. He's
more workout.
Yeah, he looked like he was kind of stalking.
Okay, then that might have been Colin. He's the owner of Fuku.
Okay, yeah. So no, we made a connection. At least I thought we made a connection.
It's funny too, cause like he's hella cool. Like his name actually the name of Fuku Burger comes from his last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's the same thing.
Well, yeah, his name's Fukunaga. So
gotcha.
like, basically like Fuku Burger. Actually, Fuku means lucky in Japanese.
Oh, okay. So that's where it came from.
Lucky Burger.
That's dope.
Yeah. So like, but yeah, he just took his name and then turned it into his brand.
Similar to your thing.
Yeah, similar. So that's kind of like, I guess probably like our initial like connection. It was just like, oh yeah, like we're doing like similar things, And
it worked.
Yeah, and we've been friends ever since.
That's dope.
He's a hella cool guy.
That's dope. Now, what are your future goals, endeavors? Like, where do you see Learn Vices going? Where do you see it like taking off to? What's your vision?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, like, I definitely don't want to limit myself. So I mean, like, I think like in the near future, eventually open up a shop. I think like that'd be probably the next move. Other than that, I mean, like, I mean, who knows, you know? Like, I mean,
Sky's the limit.
I think it's Learn Vices is not just a clothing brand, you know? I think, like, there's other...
It's a lifestyle.
Separately. Yeah, I mean, like, a lifestyle or...
Yo, quote me on that one.
It could be a bar, it could be a, you know, it could be a casino, it could be, you know, whatever, you know?
It could be a dispensary.
Yeah, it could be a dispensary.
Sorry,
yeah, no, that's, I mean, I've definitely thought about that too. I mean, so, you know, I mean, the way, you know, this world's heading now, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. So,
right.
I mean, you know.
True.
So, we'll see.
That's dope. Now, where can people contact you, find Learn Vices gear, all the social media, website, all that?
Okay, so, yeah, you can definitely go check out our website, which is learnvices.com. And then all our social media is at Learn Vices. So
okay.
It's pretty easy.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, Tumblr.
Just stretching.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
You have a Snapchat?
Yeah.
Is it Learn Vices though?
No, I don't. My Snapchat's not at Learn Vices.
I'm not giving up.
No, my Snapchat. I was thinking about posting that the other day. No, I think it's just Teddy Learned.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name. It's like Teddy space Learned.
Dope. Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't even know if I know what mine is.
Sometimes Snapchat's like confusing because it doesn't have like. Doesn't describe
like a username or
there's no instructions. It's just kind of like, here you go. I mean, that things like kids love it because I think old people can't figure it out. I mean, they're just like looking at it and they're just like, what is this?
That's
like,
that's how Cram was. Now, no shout out to no shot to Cram.
Cram, that's all good.
Yeah, that's my
you gotta
guy.
learn at some point.
There you go.
Yeah.
Learn Vices. You heard the man. Go get it. LearnVices.com. All social media. Learn Vices.
Go check out Kitson. Just stop by there, pick up something.
Boom. I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, no problem.
First edition of Fashion Fridays. The man, Teddy Learned it.
The man, AD. Okay.
Yeah. Everything you do, smoke weed. Time flies, no lie. I'd rather be getting high. Riding with my niggas getting right. It ain't over till I say so. Time flies, no lie. I'd rather be getting high. Riding with my niggas getting right. It ain't over till I say so. Hold up, roll up, more money to throw up. Walk in the club, everybody go up. 150K just to show up, but everything ain't what it seemed. It's hard to live somebody else's dreams. I put all my trust in my team. Know that my money straight, won't let nothing come in between. Politic with my fam, never let the hate intervene. Smoking weed out of Vegas and thanking God for the scene. Thinking back to when we ain't have it. Made it on, came far, needed practice. Moving forward while you thinking backwards.